One of the biggest W's I've ever seen Trump do while Biden is performing his excellent L. Last night and yesterday, Trump went to a slain officer's funeral, and Biden went to a gala to raise money for his campaign with his best friends because, he can't actually raise the funds on his own, because his policies and what's going on in the world just suck. And so people bring in the member berries. Remember Obama? Remember Obama? Remember Bill Clinton? You really want to bring those people out? Mr. Epstein himself? Is that really what's happening? But I think the public is starting to notice. And I think you would be insane not to notice. Right here we have this tweet from Benny Johnson's. 4 presidents. 4 of our living presidents. 3 go to a fundraising event with Stephen Colbert and Lizzo. And 1 is going to the wake of a slain NYPD officer. And you might say, Derek, Trump is doing that for a photo op. Yeah, sure. Maybe. Let's just assume it. If you hate Trump, you're going to assume that. But if you love Trump, you won't assume that. We don't know. We don't know the whole. He could just be a really decent human being. People will never allow people to have that potential. And that's our problem in a nutshell. Even if you decide you hate somebody, even if they have good intentions, you're like, I hate them. And so therefore they have bad intentions. But look at this freaking entrance. They couldn't have him walking because walking would make it look really awkward and he'll look old and he might slip on stage and then he'll look older than Obama and Bill Clinton, who have been previously presidents way in the past. But look at this entrance. They raise him from the ground, from the dead. They have to add some energy to the whole thing. And look at that handshake with Biden and look at that. Wait. Do you see Bill Clinton just miss it? And he goes, I love you. Oh, missed you. And then look at him turn to Obama and he's like, look. Let's get in real close, pretend like we're really good friends. I'm going to pretend like I'm talking to you, like I love you. Yes, hand on the shoulder. Everything's fine. Look at this guy. They hate each other. There's no way. But here's Trump. Here's Trump with a family, taking pictures, apparently calling Twin Towers to help get their mortgage paid off. I thought it would be really cool if he could pay it off. But, he's doing his own thing with his own money going on. And then I check on CNN. What are they talking about? You would think the whole Biden campaign event of all their heroes, of Obama and Bill Clinton, the people that they propose to you are like the greatest presidents of all time, would be on the front page. And they got a little section. Biden pokes fun at Trump, who runs a strange campaign. Who runs a strange campaign? Trump runs a strange campaign? Dude, do you remember your basement campaign? I can't wait to see how this campaign season is going to turn out for you, because the videos of Biden and his campaigns have been so pathetic. They look like they're being celebrated in mini libraries where no one is excited and everybody is over the age of 85. And there's just an occasional person there that are young, but you can tell that they are people that actually work there and they're not actually there to support him. Apparently, he raised over $25 million. And then he also said this. He confirmed that Dark Brandon is real. This is like the cringiest moment in the whole world. But lefties are celebrating like, oh, see? See, Biden is so hot right now.
Dark Brandon is real.
Dark Brandon is real.
Brandon is real.
Dark Brandon is real.
Ladies and gentlemen, the presidents of the United States.
He's like he's like your grandpa. You're just like, oh, you did it, Grandpa. You did it. I'm so proud of you. Guy, you're gonna raise up. But then I went on to MSNBC. You would think MSNBC would have wall after wall story about this experience of Joe Biden absolutely shellacking Trump and raising funds. Nothing. Mike Johnson, do the right thing, even if it's for the wrong reasons. Beyonce. The far-right villains, they're so focused on fear porn that they can't even have a moment of excitement between each other. And then all the way in this corner, Obama scolded protesters. Apparently, a bunch of Gaza protesters were all up in there and they got escorted out. And there was a moment where Obama was like, "Hey, look here, buddy, shut your mouth." And then they didn't. But I think this is my final point. Okay, you're not going to see Biden do this kind of shizzle. No, you're not. It's the us's versus thems. You have people having galas and suits and Lizzo performing and Stephen Crowder of the Communist Broadcasting Systems Network, CBS, leading the charge because he's an intellectual or something. And then you have Trump intermingling with normal human beings, with real people that are struggling, real people that will say, inflation is real, and then no one is mocking it and saying,
actually, statistically, if I use my calculator and I use the power.
These people are real people. And that's what makes Trump so effing effective. And that's why Democrats are so freaking concerned over the upcoming election cycle. They're freaked out. And they'll continue to freak out. Their best hope is to start fabricating some of these polls that make it seem like Biden is doing much better than he actually is. But everywhere Trump goes, whether it's a UFC event, to a funeral, to a rally, wherever, there's crowds of people that love him. And when Biden walks around, I swear to God, that guy could walk in the middle of my downtown and maybe 2 or 3 people would actually stop to say hi. It's just different. You're not going. I don't know if we'll ever have this as with a president ever again. And you might say, "No, thank God. I'm so sick of it." But what Trump has is intangible. Whether you like him or not, that's just the reality. And him going to a funeral, this story should be plastered everywhere. That's why I'm doing it, because Republicans always find a great way to F things up and not actually help people out or address the real issues. But this is a perfect example. This should be put out everywhere. While Trump is at a funeral for a slain officer due to rampant crime in New York City, Biden is at a gala with celebrities. It's the same thing as the pandemic. You had Gavin Newsom at the French Laundry, one of the nicest restaurants in the entire world, while you were locked up. The Democrats pretend they're about the working class, but they're not working class. They pretend to know what it's like to grow up poor. As Biden says, at my kitchen table, my dad used to say, "Just a little bit more room, Joey. A little bit more room at the kitchen." You don't remember crap, dude. You've been rich for so long that you don't even know. I wish people would just be real like that. Biden used to ride trains. Did you know that? He rode a train to work, I swear to God. Isn't that crazy? And now he just takes a helicopter or freaking his own private jet everywhere. So he knows what it's like to be you. No one knows what it's like. This is your choice, America. You either vote for the celebrities or you vote for the common human being. Your choice. The choice is yours. And the funny thing is, as well, that is always a good point by the left, Donald Trump has never been really one of us. He's always been rich. He's always done well. But yet he doesn't act like it. And that's the most incredible thing. I think it tells a lot about someone's character. When people get a lot of money, and watch how they act. Because if they act like this, they're a decent human being. Yes, they might have some scandals for freaking women and stuff like that. I'm not going to say kids grow up to be like Donald Trump and go through different divorces all the time. I would never tell my kids to do that. But rich people that are able to walk in the midst of us poors, it's awesome. It's cool to see. And it's cool. And I know that he helps people and gives people money and stuff like that. You don't hear that about Biden. Yeah, Biden creates money and wealth for his own family, keeps it to himself. I think that should be a talking point in itself. Have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of your morning.